Adam, and welcome back to another Kabalat Shabbat. Some of you might be watching this from home. Some of you might be watching this from school. I hope that you and all your families are all well. I hope you're going to join me in a fun Kabalat Shabbat this week. So, I was just wondering Oh my goodness. Is that someone knocking at my door? Just joking. You all know the trick by now. Who is it that's come to visit me? Is it a guest? Who is it? It's the dinosaur. Let's sing our fun Kabalat Shabbat dinosaur song. Are you ready? Your knocking hands ready?
Dinosaur
Knocking at my door. Knocking 1, 2, 3.
There's a dinosaur knocking at my door, and she wants to have Shabbat with me. What does she want to do? She wants to light the candles. She wants to drink the wine. She wants to eat the challah. She does it all the time. There's a dinosaur knocking at my door, and she wants to have Shabbat, wants to have Shabbat, wants to have Shabbat with me and you and us and them and we and they and everybody in the whole wide world.
Good job! Of guests, I've got a story about guests, and it's called There's Room in My House. And as you can see, this is quite an old book. It was in my house for a very, very long time. Okay, so let's have a go at reading this story. Ring! Rang the phone. Hello, Sarah, said Aunt Miriam. Can you have a Shabbat guest? I shook my head. Who, me? If I had a soft rug for tired feet and a corner with a cosy seat, then I could have a Shabbat guest. The next day the phone rang again at lunch. I wonder who that is, I said with a hunch. Can you have a Shabbat guest? I stammered and mumbled a jumble of words. My house is really very small. I'm afraid there's just no room. Wherever I play, my baby brother gets in the way. Maybe if I had a bigger house with lots of playing space, I could have a guest. My phone rang again. Oh no, the same guest question for the third time. Sorry, I hurried to say, there's barely any space for blocks and balls, games and dolls, let alone for Shabbat guests. So call someone else, anyone else, or perhaps I can help you in some other way, okay? Then late Friday afternoon, when Mummy asked me to set the table, my doorbell rang. I opened the door and there was Cousin Rachel, an unexpected guest. I glanced at her luggage and it made me smile. It looked like she planned to stay for a while. Where would she sleep? Would we have enough food? There wasn't too much time to worry because Shabbat was coming fast. Quickly, I added a pillow to my bed and a place setting at the table. I hope she'd be okay here because I've never had a guest before. When Shabbat was over and she packed up to go, she said, I love your house. Can I come again? The next Friday, the doorbell rang. It was Rachel again, along with her things, and she'd brought a friend. We shared everything, even my bed. We found so much to do that the time simply flew by. And when Shabbat was done, they asked, can we come again? Your house is so much fun. Yes, yes, I said. Shabbat just isn't the same without guests, I thought. Then the week passed slowly. I missed my two friends and waited Friday to come again. When the doorbell finally rang, I raced to open the door. And this time, there were 4. Cousin Rachel, her friend Debbie with her little brother Daniel, and their neighbour Esther. We laughed and we sang, played games all together. It seemed every minute the fun just got better. Daddy told us the story of Avram Avinu and the way he treated guests as only he knew. Every day he waited for them and welcomed them. They came and went through the 4 open doors of his desert tent. When Shabbat was over, I didn't wait for anyone to ask. I happily said, please come again. I love it when you're here. Words must have passed from ear to ear, because today, when I looked out the door, I saw a parade coming down my street. They carried challah and cake, wine and fruit, cookies and candies, and they all piled into my house. How I love having Shabbat guests. Who cares where they'll sit? How I love having Shabbat guests. Who cares if they fit? They make me smile, they make me laugh, they tell me stories, and I tell them mine. I feel like I want to sing. I feel like I want to dance. I feel like my heart is happy. I feel like there's room in my house. What a lovely, lovely Shabbat story. Now I know some of you might be thinking, it's a little bit tricky having Shabbat guests now because of all what's going on, but hopefully, please God, very soon, we can all go to each other for Shabbat and we can invite lovely Shabbat guests to our house. Even the dinosaur. So I just wanted to add that although we may not have physical guests at this point coming to our house, we all know that we do have very special guests that in fact do come to our house every Friday night. Can anyone think what those guests might be? If you're thinking the Melachim, the angels, you are right. Shall we sing Shalom Aleichem together and welcome the angels into our lovely homes? Let's go.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachim Hashavet, Malachim.
Let me see big actions. Let's welcome them in. Good actions. Well done for joining in. That was beautiful. We're now going to listen to a very special D'var Torah from somebody in year 6. Let's listen closely.
Today I will be talking about this week's parasha called Balak. Moshe is taught the laws of the red heifer, whose ashes purify a person who has been contaminated by contact with a dead body. After 40 years of traveling through the desert, the people of Israel arrive in the wilderness of Zin. Miriam dies and the people are desperate for water. Hashem commands Moshe to speak to a rock and command it to give water. Moshe gets angry at the rebellious Israelites and strikes the stone. Water spurts out, but Moshe is told by Hashem that neither he nor Aaron will enter the promised land. Rashi says that Moshe was commanded to talk to the rock to produce water, and instead Moshe struck it. 39 years earlier, the first time the Israelites were in need of water, Hashem had instructed Moshe to strike the rock, but this time the instructions were different and Moshe failed to do his command. Aaron dies at Hor-Hahar and his son Eleazar is made the high priest. Venomous snakes attack the Israelite camp after they rebel against Moshe and Hashem. Hashem tells Moshe to place a golden snake up on a high pole and all who will step upwards will be healed. The people sing a song in honor of the miraculous well that provided the water in the desert. Moshe leads the people in battles against the Amorite kings Sihon and Og, who seek to prevent Israel's path through their territory, and conquers their lands which lies east of the Jordan. Balak, the king of Moab, summons the prophet Balaam to curse the people of Israel. On the way, Balaam told off his donkey, who sees the angel that Hashem sends to block their way, before Balaam does. 3 times from 3 different vantage points, Balaam attempts to pronounce his curses. Each time, blessings issue instead. Balaam also prophesies on the end of the world and the coming of Mashiach. The people get harmed by the charms of the daughters of Moab and are encouraged to worship the idol Peor. When a high-ranking Israelite official publicly takes a Midianite princess into a tent, Pinchas kills them both, stopping the plague raging among the people. Let's go back to when Balaam is sent to curse the Bnei Israel. But on the way his donkey stops and it can see an angel, but Balaam can't. So he hits the donkey 3 times. Suddenly Hashem speaks through the donkey's mouth and says, "What did I do for you to hit me?" In a painting, the donkey seems to be falling over as it crouches down under Balaam. Dressed in purple, the colour of royalty, the haughty soothsayer falls down to the level of his animal. The Kli Yakar explains that this was to impress upon Balaam that there is no place for pride, even though he was given the gift of prophecy. The mouth and the tongue are in Hashem's power. If it suits Hashem's purposes, even a donkey will see angels and make speeches. Shabbat Shalom, and thank you for listening.
Wow, that was a fabulous D'var Torah. Great job. I hope you all enjoyed our Kabalat Shabbat this week, and I wish you all a Shabbat Shalom. Bye for now.